coming to my video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Laili. I'm a management student from Tidar University. I here today to present Indonesian economic condition during the COVID-19 pandemic. The government's decision to implement large-scale social restoration in several regions since April 2020 has had a wide impact on the production process, distribution, and other operational activities, which in turn disrupted economic performance. The Indonesian economy in 2020 is estimated to grow negatively. Unemployment and poverty rates are interesting. This pandemic has forced the economy in Indonesia to return to the way it was before the 19th century without global manufacturing and transportation networks. The economic sector that is lost is the economic sector that has been the center of globalization, namely the global manufacturing network and the service network and human mobilization and transportation. The pandemic has also made the world demand for manufactured products such as electronic, motor vehicles, clothing, and further drastically. Weakening products network, global demand, and human mobilization have far-reaching implications for other service sectors such as accommodation, restaurant, and retail trade. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a negative impact on the national economy throughout 2020. Although starting in the third quarter of 2020, it began to improve. That national economic condition can be seen from a number of economic indicators, such as economic growth, the survey of business world activities, manufacturing index, retail sales index, consumer confidence index, and financial service. It can be seen in the graph above that economic growth in Indonesia has decreased drastically. In 2018, economic growth in Indonesia was around 5.17%. The pandemic caused Indonesia to experience a decline in economic growth to 5.10%. After a year of the pandemic, Indonesia experienced a very drastic decline in economic growth to 4.80%. So it can be seen that the COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected economic growth in Indonesia, which has made in economy decline drastically. The government's fiscal policy in the form of distributing social assistance is able to boost people's purchasing power. So, according to him, it is not surprising that household consumption in April to June managed to grow 5.9%. According to him, the social assistance provided to vulnerable groups has not only succeeded in restoring purchasing power but also curbing the surge in poverty and unemployment. He said the distribution of social assistance last year managed to prevent 18 million people from falling to poverty. Growth in the second quarter also indicated a recovery in all components of spending. In addition to household consumption, the investment component also grew by 7.5%. Government consumption by 8.1%, and export and import grew by 21.8% and 21.2% respectively. This can be shown by the 7.7% economic growth in the second quarter that succeeded in removing Indonesia from the brink of economic recession. The first economic contraction occurred in the second quarter of last year, which reached 5.22%. Due to the implementation of large-scale social restriction and continued until the first quarter of 2021. However, the trend continued to improve, as shown in the graph. Economic condition at the beginning of 2020 has experienced a significant decline due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but along with the decline in COVID-19 surge in Indonesia, that level of the economy began to improve even more than the previous year. Thank you very much for watching my video. If there are wrong words and action is the making of the video, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.